Hey guys, welcome back to Crash Out Gaming, and we're taking on the Elden Caves this time. Before we do that, you'll notice on the corners, on the sides, that they have a bunch of different little icons there. Those show you the treasures that you can get and who you can play as. As you can see on the first level, there was a full heart container for Link, a piece of heart for Link, and a gold sculpture for Link. It also shows you what difficulties you've beaten it and who you can play as. Since it's the first level, you can only play as Link. Pieces of heart and heart containers work the exact same as they do in Zelda. If you get 4 pieces of heart, you get a full heart for your life bar. A full heart container gives you one extra piece of heart entirely, like right off the bat. So, since we got Impa to play as, and we haven't played as her before, since I went with Link, I'm going to go ahead and try her out now. It also has a recommended element. Each character has a particular weapon that they can use that has an element attached to it. Link uses light, and his magic rod has fire. Impa has a giant blade, which is coordinated with water, and her Naginata works with fire. You don't unlock the Naginata, you get that from the adventure mode, which I will show off. So, let's go with the giant blade. And let's just go with Giant's Knife. I'm not going to spoil the... Well, you already saw what it is. It basically works in Dynasty Warriors fashion. You unlock better variations of your weapons. So, since this is hard mode, let's go ahead and go with... screw it. Let's go with the big Goron's knife.
After an arduous battle, Link and his comrades slew King Dodongo, but the beast was only ever intended as a distraction. The army of monsters had taken Hyrule Castle. Worse, after the dust had settled, Princess Zelda was nowhere to be found. Impa and Link searched the battlefield for any sign of her, but to no avail. Although the battle had been lost, Impa foresaw Link's importance to the coming war. She bestowed upon him a green tunic, the sign of the legendary hero. Link did not believe himself worthy of the honor, but he was determined to help Impa and her remaining soldiers locate Zelda. Weeks passed. Impa heard a rumor that a handful of soldiers were holding out against the monsters in Faron Woods. The leader of this resistance was supposedly a young woman. Impa dared to hope that this unknown woman was Zelda. Link and Impa decided to make their way to the forest by way of the Elden Caves, a path with its own dangers.
This gives you info on your warriors, what they do, blah blah blah. Oh. Let's throw down some music. Let's see, what do we want to put? Oh, I'm probably... There we go. Alright, let's get this started. So the Elden Caves. Really hot volcano level. It makes sense. Alright. There you go. So, Impa focuses on big damage and speed. Izuna Drop! Each character levels up at their own pace. You have to level them up each, unless you go with the rupee method through the training dojo. They all obviously handle very differently. Impa does not have access to the spin slash, but she does have this move, which is good for clearing out enemies. And then, of course, she has the move, 1 second, where she drops frickin' water swords on everybody, which I think is awesome. There we go. So right now we're fighting Stall Children and Stallflos. So, zombies in a volcano. Alright. Alright, now it's also going with another Warriors trope, which is morale. if the enemy has a really high morale, they'll start glowing red, and then they'll attack harder, they'll be harder to kill, etc. The same principle works for your guys, but if their morale is low, then they turn like a light greenish, or like a teal colored, and then they take more damage and they do less. So, winning certain battles, I don't know where I'm going, winning particular battles, or doing certain things in the game, will affect morale, and may make your troops fight a lot better. Anyway. Also, if anybody with a name is fighting any of your guys with a name, be prepared to intervene, because your guys are not very capable. Again, in typical Dynasty Warriors fashion. But let's move on. Can't get through there, so we gotta go around. They're also color-coordinated jars. Green is for magic, red is for health, yellow is for rupees and whatnot. Let's see. So we have materials. Oh, we need to find an alternate path to get to the Helium Captain. Wonder how. Oh, right, there we go. See, again, Link never speaks, actually. It's just Proxy who talks for him. So now, we have to use, excuse me. We have to use bombs in order to break through this door. So, there we go. And it plays the Find Secret tune. I love this game, it's great. So, now they have enemies like Pose, who Impa just can destroy in a second. There we go. So let's proceed. This means you can jump off this stuff and go to a lower area. It's nice that you don't just automatically do it, that they give you the option. Oh, right, I went the wrong way. Sorry. Let's keep going. Alright. It also gives you your objectives in the right below your map screen. The map screen is actually very helpful. And if you're playing off the gamepad, it shows you objectives to do, or objectives that you've done. So it's a nice little use of the gamepad. It also shows the health of your other commanders, which is pretty useful. Always bomb rocks. Those might have items in them. Also cut grass, because that has cool stuff in typical Zelda fashion. I keep saying in typical blank fashion. I have to stop that. Anyway, moving on. You can only lock on to boss or mini-boss type enemies, like Pose or boss characters. But again, no big deal. I love that move. Every character has their own unique way of clearing a space. Link's is obviously the easiest because it's just hold down the Y button and bam, spin slash. Alright, let's keep moving. You never actually fight those lava dragons. At least not that I've seen. Hyrulean forces. It just reads weird for me. Alright. Now you notice how the bombs just are now glowing red and I just touched a white bomb-like item? That means I can do this. The game gives you power-ups for some of your items in little chests or from killing enemies. It's pretty cool. We need to get through here, but this little block is not moving, and throwing bombs at it does nothing. So what do? I guess we just go home. Alright. He seems happy, though. That's cool. The lava's stopping our progress. We need to find a way past it. Ah, jeez. Yes, but how do we break these spires, Proxy? I'd like to know that oh, man. And also... Oh, so he just has an eye mouth thing, if you haven't noticed. But hey, the Gorons are here! And they brought bomb chews. Bomb chews are normally very tiny, but in this game they are quite large. But the cutscene's taking a while, so I can't get past the gate. Even though they're right there. Come on, open the... Oh. Oh, shit. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. There we go. I gotta go around. That's the annoying thing. You gotta go around, you gotta circle all the way back. Izuna Drop. I love that Impa's move is a freaking Izuna Drop. It's great. That's the perfect combo move for her. Moving on. You gotta go around in order to protect the bomb chew. Okay. Defeat all enemies around the spire. You don't have to play as Link if you don't want to, unless you're forced to. And it's nice to play as some other characters who we've all grown up with, or that we've seen throughout the Zelda series. As we plow through thousands of already dead doll children who were lost in the Lost Woods. That's kind of grim if you think about their backstory. And now you're just smashing them by the hundreds. By the literal hundreds. Look, there's the bomb chew. Yeah, that's quite large. I know Gorons are kind of big on their bombs, but jeez. I just thought the biggest bomb they made was like the powder keg in Majora's Mask, but this kind of goes a little beyond that. Again, every character has their own dedicated move for dealing with crowds. Impa's is... Let me see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. 3 Bs and 1 Y. And to do the water sword, you have to wait for her to do the second backflip. And then press Y. That's just pressing B a lot, like this. There we go. Or it's the third. And it's a pretty useful move. It at least looks really cool. You can't move the bomb chew. Oh. There's a lot of repeat enemies, not gonna lie. You'll see a lot of Lizalfos who pop up everywhere. But again, not a big deal. Plus, materials. Alright, here we go. Oh. Impa's move is great. I'm not showing off the other items until we technically get them in the story, so... But I mean, they're the usual items that you see in every Zelda game, so it's not really much of a spoiler, I guess, when you think about it. Oh, I unlocked a skill. Oh, that's because certain weapons, if you notice, before I started the stage, have certain requirements in order to unlock their skills. This particular Big Goron's knife, Big Goron, however you pronounce it, you have to kill a certain number of enemies in order to unlock it. Apparently the number was 1,000. So, hey, there you go. Oh, right, bright gold jars contain pieces of the Triforce. They're literally Triforce pieces. And they enhance your special gauge. Yay! We did it! Alright, moving on. Thank you, Proxy. Nice! I'm sorry. But look, literally, it's on her friggin' breast guard. She has her symbol of her tribe on her breast guard. So this makes for interesting conversation, I guess. Because they didn't show them together in Ocarina of Time. It just calls them... So apparently Sheik is identified as a woman, which seems... okay. Even though I'm sure a bunch of fanboy... I'm sure everybody has their own interpretations, or has their own like ways of why this is wrong and how you can't just identify somebody as X or Y. I mean, at least it's not as complicated as the whole poison from Street Fighter thing. Oops. All right, let's focus on killing the enemy, on killing these skeleton people, these skeleton warriors. There we go. Curse Slash! Yay! We got a chest. And since I'm playing as Impa, I'm pretty sure I know what's in there. You dicks! Oh well. That weapon looks pretty deadly. It's probably a new variation on one of her swords or her Naginata. Again, the Naginata is not unlocked through story mode. You have to go through the game's adventure mode, which I'll show off. But adventure mode is kind of like, it plays out exactly like this, but it just gives you certain restrictions and certain requirements that to do in order to complete it. It's a good way to get... And that's also the stage that grades you on your performance, on how much damage you take, how much time you take, how many enemies you kill, etc. And I don't think that one has a particular difficulty that you can adjust. I think it's just kind of set. But really, difficulty is kind of negligible because it's just a matter of leveling up. And that little gauge underneath the word Crystal Cave is how many enemies you need to kill in order for it to go here, to draw out the boss. Once it goes empty, bam, boss time. Alright, another chest. And guys just magically pop out. Alright, let's move on. Oh, I almost forgot that. Yeah, there's no real point to having bomb flowers since you get bombs as your first item. Alright. We have to escort the bomb chews. There's a lot of escort missions they have to do in Warriors games in general, but I guess this is... It's still kind of iffy. It's iffy in a Zelda game, too. Yeah! I love the flips she pulls off while she's using the giant sword. So who do you think is going to be the new DLC characters coming out for the Master Pack, Majora's Mask DLCs and whatever? Oh right, I can also show off some of the costumes that I have unlocked. But of course they're mostly for Link. Since I got this at GameStop, I got the Ocarina of Time costume pack. So that's pretty cool. And since I'm also a huge whore for this game, I also got the Season Pass. So I got the Dark Link costume. Yay. Anyway. Da 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 da. Found the spirit of the cave. Turns out it was just a Poe. Oh. Okay. I guess that's cool. Oh, and it just... Yeah, it just died in a second. You defeated the spirit of the cave, which is totally like that other spirit of the cave that you killed. Moving on. Yeah, I tend to forget about certain objectives because I just want to kill most of the captains or guys with names over their heads. Because they give out materials, and they're good for experience. Obviously not right now, because my character's over-leveled, but whatever. Unless it's the allied camp that says it's about to fall, don't worry about it. Hey, a ninja person, we'll be at it out in no time. Hey, a ninja person. More stones in our way. Wait, where's the Lizalfa? Oh, there it is. Curse Slash! There are certain treasures that only a certain character can acquire on each stage. Like for this, Link only gets a piece of heart. That's exclusive to him. So obviously Impa can't get that piece of heart. However, and Impa has a heart container for this stage somewhere that I cannot find. And Link cannot get that, or any other character cannot get that, respectively. However, in order to replace that, they'll put in They'll either put in new weapons, either sealed, which are weapons that you haven't gotten yet, which are better variations of some weapons, or they'll put just more weapons that you can get, or something. Or a new item might be in a chest that anybody can use. It all depends. It all depends. I need to find the bomb chew, which is right. Is it here? No, it's not. So it must be in the middle keep. So we gotta go all the way around. Go. Sheik, move, please. There we go. I found it. Slash, I did it. Mission successful. Now kill everybody. Even though they're already dead. Moving on. Alright, there we go. Oh, now I gotta kill the boss. Alright. So escort mission's almost done. Just a little more. If the bomb chew wants to move. And character portraits will be affected depending on how the situation of the battle's going. Right now it's gold, so everybody's really good. They're all elated. Blue means they're sad. Red means they're pissed. Etc. See, right now he's pissed. He can't see when he eats, and he can't eat when he sees. He's constantly stuck between eye and mouth. Eye mouths. So now you gotta go... So this is one of the other unique characters that was made explicitly for this game. Just like Volga and the other third... Well, the other third character. I don't know if I should name said character yet or not. But we'll see that character soon. But unlike that third character, who we've not seen, but you probably already know who I'm talking to, so we're probably just mincing words here. Let me just get to the point. Wizzro here is obviously a reference to the old Wizzro's enemies from previous Zelda games. While Volga is a more, like I made the joke in the first episode, is obviously a nod to Volvagia, the dragon boss of the Goron Mines. Or the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, this game pulls from 3 Zelda games specifically. Just 3. Even though it's been, like what, more than 20 years of Zelda games? Pretty sure. More than like what? How many years is it? Oh look, I got a heart container for Impa. So yay, more life. It's been like, what, 20 years of Zelda games, and they only pick from 3 games. And I'll tell you what those games are. It is Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm assuming these DLC packs that are coming out soon, like the Majora's Mask one and the Master Quest one, and I forget what the other ones are. I think they're a boss pack and something else. We'll focus on other characters, but story-wise... Ooh, excuse me. Story-wise, this game focuses on those 3 games explicitly. Or it takes inspiration from those 3 games explicitly. That's kind of why the DLC costumes from Amazon, GameStop, and Best Buy were Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and Skyward Sword, respectively. I think Best Buy had Skyward Sword characters. Had the Skyward Sword costumes. I guess GameStop kind of lucked out with the whole Ocarina of Time, didn't they? Now it's time to run away like little babies. Even though we're clearly winning this war. Alright. Time to vamoose. Link got to the exit. So did I. I'm right here. I'm in front of you. Sheik, are you okay? Okay. Let's go through the exit of the caves. Now we can head to the Faron Woods. You think that piece of hair in front of Impa's face, like, distracts her or makes it hard to see? Like, she tied up the rest of her hair in, like, a little ponytail back here, but really, that one piece had to be... Alright. Victory. This thing is so ornate, but it's got the Goron symbol. Love Impa. She's so cool. Yay! And we got 1.5 more for playing it on hard. So Link got another fire rod. I got another bigger knife. Fire rod. Oh, that character. Well, you know, there are trailers of that character already, so it's fine. Alright. So before we go to the Faron Woods, let's check out some of the other stuff. Free mode is... you just play any mission with any character that you want. It says it right there. Adventure mode I will get into. Challenge mode just plays with harder difficulties. This is for viewing your collectibles. This changes your... this is for all the difficulties and your health gauge and blah 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 blah. Let's go look at adventure mode. Now, originally, if you'd play this game, if you're just starting it out, it would have this big ol'... like, classic Zelda opening screen. It'd be like, the Dark Prince Ganon has sealed away blah blah blah, darkness in 8 pieces. You must now go and defeat his generals or whatever. This is a way to unlock specific treasure for each character. It plays like the original Zelda, about finding secrets. You get items, you do specific missions. Like for this one, you're limited to a warrior of light. So either Sheik, Zelda, or Link. This is obviously very confusing for some people if you're looking at the screen. Yes, those 2 characters are on the same screen. Anyway, this is also for finding more Skulltulas, heart pieces, new weapons. This is how you get the Naginata. And it's from... yeah. Playing this mission will unlock Impa's Naginata, her second weapon. And this applies for a lot of other characters. Like, I think Link's other weapons, besides the fire rod, are somewhere on this map. Somewhere. I'm just going to focus on the story mode. Maybe I'll show off a mission or 2 of that later, towards the end of the playthrough. But hey, until then, we're going to be dealing with the Faron Woods next episode. And we have 3 characters to choose from. So until then, on the next episode of Crash Out Gaming, we will play the Faron Woods. Thanks for watching.